Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 18, 2024. And in the news this evening, 19-year-old charged for fatal Green Hill, Westmoreland gun attack. A 19-year-old Westmoreland man was on Sunday charged for last month's shooting of 4 people, one fatally in Crowder District, Green Hill. Charged with murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, using a firearm to commit a felony, and 3 counts of wounding with intent is 19-year-old LaShawn Warren of Ghetto Geneva in the parish. Warren was charged after warrants were executed on him. His court date is being arranged. The fatal shooting happened on Sunday, February 4. The police report that about 5 p.m., the deceased 19-year-old Devontae Brown, otherwise called Silly, was standing along the Crowder Main Road, while the other victims were standing in a yard when a gray Nissan Latia motor car drove up and stopped. Warren, armed with a handgun, and another man, who was armed with a rifle, exited the vehicle and opened gunfire at them, according to the police. The men then escaped in the waiting vehicle. When the shooting subsided, all 4 people were seen with gunshot wounds. They were transported to hospital, where Brown succumbed and the others were admitted. Warren was apprehended on Wednesday, March 13, during an operation in Green Hill. He was later charged on Sunday, March 17. Men killed in St. Catherine crash identified. The St. Catherine North police have identified the 2 men who perished in a vehicular accident near Bog Walk on Friday. They are 26-year-old laborer Javon Smith of West Prospect District, St. Catherine, and the 35-year-old Kiwain Wright of Top Road in Jeffertown, St. Mary. The police report that about 6:30 a.m., Smith was riding a Yamaha motorcycle with Wright as his pillion when, upon reaching a section of the Tolomain Road, the bike collided in the left side of a Toyota Noah motor truck, which was traveling in the opposite direction. Both vehicles were damaged by the impact. The driver and the passenger in the Noah were injured along with Wright and Smith, who suffered severe injuries. All 4 were taken to the Linstead Hospital, where Smith and Wright succumbed while the others were treated. The Bog Walk police are probing the matter. Scrap metal collector hit by taxi in St. Catherine dies in hospital. A scrap metal collector who was hit by a taxi 3 weeks ago along Old Harbor Road in St. Catherine today succumbed in hospital. He is 58-year-old Charles Malcolm of St. John's Road, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Malcolm was hit on the night of February 25. It is reported that about 11:15 p.m., Malcolm was pushing a stroller laden with scrap metal along Old Harbor Road when he was hit by a Toyota Corolla Axia motor car being operated as a taxi. The injured man was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital and was subsequently transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was admitted. Malcolm succumbed to his injuries on the early morning of Monday, March 18. The St. Catherine North Traffic Department is conducting an investigation into the matter. Transport operators being encouraged to renew license to avoid late fees. The Transport Authority is reminding public passenger vehicle operators and commercial carrier licensees to renew their road license to avoid late fee payments come April 1. Transport Authority's Managing Director, Ralston Smith, says applicants may use its recently launched online platform to submit their applications and pay using a Visa debit or credit card and have their road license emailed to them. Customers may also visit any Transport Authority location island-wide to renew their license. Customers who conduct transactions at its offices must make a payment with their Visa debit and credit cards or via Paymaster and Bill Express, as the authority is a cashless entity. In the meantime, Smith is urging operators to renew now and avoid a possible prosecution under Sections 61 and 78 of the Road Traffic Act. Jamaica recorded 31 murders last week. Jamaica recorded 31 murders last week, according to the latest statistics published on Sunday by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It covered the period March 9 and 16. The country's murder toll now stands at 223 as at March 16, up from 192 a week prior. At March 16 last year, the country recorded 252 murders This represents 29 less killings during the period under review in 2024. While the country recorded the largest weekly jump in murders, 31 since the start of the year, homicides remained down 12% when compared to the corresponding period in 2023. The week of March 2 to 9 ended with 19 murders, putting the national tally at 192. St. James is still the most murderous police division of all 19 divisions, with 30 homicides, though this represents a 17% decline when compared to the corresponding period last year. St. Catherine South 22, West Marland 20, St. Andrew South 20, St. Andrew Central 17, round out the top 5 divisions with the most homicides. There were 6 murders in the Westmoreland Police Division last week. St. Catherine South recorded 7 murders. 5 of those homicides occurred in less than 24 hours in the Central Village community, where 2 homes were firebombed in separate incidents, resulting in the deaths of 5 residents. 3 women and an infant were numbered among the deceased. Meanwhile, shootings are up 1% and injured persons up with 2 more incidents. Rape, robberies, and break-ins are down 42, 5 and 16% respectively. A new police commissioner, Dr. Kevin Blake, Jamaica's 15th top cop, takes the reins tomorrow. 3 men hospitalized with severe burns after fire crash on highway. 3 men sustained severe burn injuries after the vehicle they were traveling in burst into flames on the P.J. Patterson Highway in St. Catherine on Monday. A police report said about 7:30 a.m., the men were occupants of a red 1992 Toyota Corolla motorcar traveling eastbound when, upon reaching the Boodles entrance at Old Harbor, a motor vehicle entering the toll road drove into the path of the Corolla. Police said the driver of the Corolla swerved right to avoid a collision, resulting in him losing control of the vehicle and crashing into the iron railing before the car burst into flames. Police said the driver exited the vehicle and noticed the other 3 occupants on fire. The injured men, ages 50, 26, and 25, were taken to hospital by motorists. The men have been admitted with severe burns. Firefighters from the Old Harbor Fire Station responded to the incident. Police said extensive damage was also done to the guard railing on the highway. War of words brewing between lawyers in Vybz Kartel case and the DPP. A war of words appears to be brewing between lawyers for incarcerated dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel and his 3 co-accused and the Director of Public Prosecutions. Attorneys for the quartet on Monday responded to recent comments by Director of Public Prosecutions Paul Llewellyn regarding the recent UK-based Privy Council ruling in the case. In a report published in the news on Monday, DPP Paul Llewellyn sought to clarify her actions leading up to a decision by then Supreme Court Judge Lennox Campbell to continue the 2014 murder trial of Kartel and his co-accused after he became aware of an attempt to bribe the 11-member jury to achieve an acquittal. Ms. Llewellyn outlined that the judge sought the opinion of defense and the prosecuting counsel on the matter, but ultimately made the decision to continue the trial. The DPP also cited as unfortunate what she termed an attempt by defense counsel to spread misinformation regarding her role in the matter. Speaking with the news last week, Bertha Samuels, one of the attorneys representing the accused men, said the DPP erred when she asked the judge to continue the case after learning about the bribery allegations involving one of the jurors. He added that it would be unfortunate for Director of Public Prosecutions Paul Llewellyn to seek a retrial in the Vybz Kartel case, given her role in having the initial case continued in the Supreme Court. In their response on Monday, lawyers for Kartel and his co-accused said they were unaware of any misinformation campaign, nor were they part of any such campaign. They also pointed out that there was no evidence to connect any of the defendants with the activities of the tainted juror. The Privy Council last Thursday quashed the convictions of the 4 men and sent the case back to Jamaica's Court of Appeal for a decision to be made on whether the matter should be retried. The law lords indicated that the trial should not have continued with the tainted juror. Meanwhile, the DPP has indicated that her office is preparing to make her submissions to the Court of Appeal regarding the matter of a retrial. Defense counsel have urged the members of the public to refrain from seeking to try this matter in public space, while indicating that any attempt to associate their clients with alleged offers made by the tainted juror, Juror X, is bound to act adversely against them in the minds of potential jurors should the matter be retried.